thought today I could talk about that when we start to look at our life, when we start to try and put all the pieces together in our life, putting together the puzzle of how we would like our life to be, oftentimes what is overlooked is either I'm trying to take action steps that are too far in the future, or I'm not fully looking at my options and possibilities, and I'm just moving in a direction that feels the safest, that is not actually fully supportive of who I am. That our life is our life to live, and our society and our education system gives us a lot of ideas on what would make us happy, and most of them aren't true. A nice car, a nice home isn't a good partner and family, and most of the times isn't where we actually find happiness. But happiness is doing what you love. It is finding areas, hobbies that you're passionate about, doing a career where you can find passion in it. And sometimes we need to do jobs that aren't fully aligned in what we'd like to actually do, but it's about working to move through our life and searching and exploring life enough to find things that we know we can be passionate about, and if we have the capabilities and capacity to move more in the direction of working in an area of our life, working and bringing to the world something that we're passionate about, doing a career that fills us with passion, expressing in our free time, finding hobbies that we can find greater passion in. The more we take time to express our passion, the more we will fall in love in our life, and the more fulfilled and happy we will feel by doing things that light us up, that excite us, that make life worth living. And while watching movies and finding good shows to watch and reading books are all great ways to spend your time, they aren't necessarily something that is a skill set that will excite your body over and over again. And so when we move through our day, and as we think about how we can spend our time, what is a hobby, what is a career path that we could pick up that would be greater service to others, be greater service to the excitement that lives within us, because we all have something that makes us excited. And it's just about, when I have free time, I do that more often. If I have the capabilities to move in a direction of a career that fills me up with greater excitement, whether it makes a ton of money or not, as long as I'm able to somewhat support myself doing that, can I move in that direction? Can I take this life that I've been given, and can I try and find the greatest joy in this life? Can I take the things that excite me, and can I try and work to doing those more often? And if you wonder how people become professional artists or professional musicians, or do a career where you go, wow, that's a cool career that you're living, it's because they didn't give up when things got tough, and they were willing to sacrifice an easy and boring life for an exciting life that might create a little bit more struggle here and there. And what you realize is the pressure and struggle I go through in my life is actually what turns me into the most incredible version of me. And our greatest suffering, our greatest pain, the traumas and trials and tribulations that we went through, all carve out the human that we are, that then gives us the greatest desire to help others. And we can't get to the desire to serve and help others without some degree of going through struggle and going through hardship. And the hardship is actually like peak points that define, that give your life definition and show you the areas of your life that you can show you the areas of life in general that you now know, if I went through this and this was hard on me, Why don't I go help others have an easier time through it? And it becomes our greatest way to serve others by saying, I do not want everyone to have as hard as a road as I did, and so I will find the areas of my life, the areas of life in general, that I can make an impact and make others who are going through similar experiences have a little bit easier time by however I feel most called to serve them. And what we realize is our life has the greatest meaning and purpose when it has meaning and purpose not just to us, but those around us. And those around us will give our life meaning and purpose by how we help them through the challenges. And we all have different ways to do this, and there's no wrong way to do it. And even if you're like, I just want to be a stand-up comedian, or I want to be a like professional rock climber, or whatever you think might be like a more solo career where it's more focused on you following your passion, you taking the risk of doing something you enjoy, even if it means you go through a period of struggle or hardship, then creates an energy within your body of greater passion and the willing to take risks, that when you meet other people, you share that energy with them and you help free them from the confines of, I have to do something that isn't fully in my line for my highest good, but is stable and pays the bills and maybe doesn't fully excite me, but it's just a job that I do. And the more people start to follow the passions, the more space on this planet and the more resources will be created for others to follow their passions. And so no matter whether your career that you're looking to move more towards is more focused on you and just living a life that you would really enjoy, or if it's helping others find greater joy and ease in their life, whether that's being a social worker or doing some, or creating a nonprofit, or just sharing music that you think others would like, all makes a contribution of bringing greater ease into others' lives by just telling people they're not alone, that someone else has gone through the thing they're going through, and that it's okay to have struggle and hardship, and it actually is what will awaken the greatest service within you if you allow yourself to say, the struggle and hardship I'm going through is saying nothing about who I am as a person. It's saying nothing about what God thinks of me. All it's saying is God's giving me a little bit more pressure in my life right now to carve out the most incredible human being that I can be. And everything I'm going through, as long as I say whatever challenges I face, I'm willing to grow from it, then everything that happens in my life becomes incredibly meaningful and purposeful. And I will find greater meaning and purpose in my life, saying, no, universe, no matter what you throw me, I will face it, I will feel it, I will express it in a song or an art piece. I will let everything to become the most beautiful work of art as an expression of the work of art that I am, and my life is an art piece that after I've lived it all can look at it and admire the incredible story I lived by my willing to face forward and to grow and to serve others no matter what the universe threw me. And if we can live our life from that point of view, our life will become incredibly fulfilling, and we will have an incredible impact on others, because the impact we have on others doesn't always have to be the incredible thing we brought to the world, but it can just be your presence, and how your presence awakened, touched, and healed every person you came in contact with by the person you became, by willing to face forward and to grow and to love yourself and to love those around you no matter what you're going through. So I hope that helps, and thanks for listening.